I found this fire weather kit in a drawer. Looks like it's been through some fires. Um, it's probably from the 70s or 80s, but really you can still buy these from forestry suppliers or other field uh, type supply places, and they're still highly relevant. This one has, loops for you to carry it on your belt. It's intended to be used out in the field. Open it up, and it has everything you need to get current fire weather conditions. So over here we've got what we need to measure wind speed and wind direction in the field. This is a venturi type wind speed indicator. Has a little hole in the top, and when air moves over the top, the little ball at the base moves up. Okay, so you face into the wind, hold this into the wind, and the little ball will move up and show you the wind speed. You can use the compass then to indicate the direction from which the wind is moving. Okay, so that's your wind speed and wind direction. Have a sling psychrometer here, which enables measurements of humidity in the field. Sling psychrometer has two thermometers, a dry bulb and wet bulb thermometer. So what you do is you take your bottle here with distilled water in it, and you wet the material on the wet bulb, okay, and then you sling it around. Okay, you face into the wind and sling the psychrometer, spin it around for about a minute. And then after a minute, you read your thermometers, read your wet bulb and dry bulb temperatures to the nearest tenth, and spin it again for another minute. And the idea is you're wanting to get your equilibrium wet bulb temperature. Make sure the fabric on the wet bulb doesn't dry out, but basically you're looking for the lowest equilibrium wet bulb temperature you get. Once you're sure you're at an equilibrium, you record your wet bulb and dry bulb temperature on your handy dandy fire information book, which has spaces for your date and time, location, elevation, wind speed and direction that we just measured. And then you record your dry bulb and wet bulb temperature once you're sure you have your equilibrium. And then you use this slide psychrometer slide rule to estimate your relative humidity. So what this does, it allows you to measure take your dry bulb temperature. Let's say your dry bulb temperature was 75 Fahrenheit and your wet bulb temperature was 65 Fahrenheit. You match those up. There's 65 wet bulb temperature here, matched up to 75 dry bulb temperature there. We see that gives us a relative humidity of 58%, okay, measured there. Go ahead and record that relative humidity there. So really nice set of simple tools which allows you to do all the fire weather measurements you need in just a few minutes right there in the field.